Congo is really interesting. We were there for an ape story. And, one of the things that happened with rare earth minerals and all of that is that the U.S. used to control a lot of those mines. And then China, they sold them to China.
Oops.
And now a lot of the stuff we need for the future is in the hands of China. It's so stupid.
That's very American.
Yeah, very American. Yeah, very, yeah.
Yeah, it's dark. It's just crazy that there's so much exploitation in that country.
Mm-hmm.
That continent is just flooded with exploitation.
It's stunningly beautiful. We were doing a story about ape trafficking, and it really is. It's the second largest country in Africa in terms of land, and it's got the most beautiful parks and rivers. It's stunning. It could be, a huge tourism destination. We had the opportunity of hiking up this Kahuzi-Biega National Park that leads up to the gorillas, where we saw gorillas in the wild, and it was beautiful, beautiful, stunningly beautiful.
Who's trafficking in apes?
Well, a lot of them are ending up in the Arabian Gulf and in Dubai again.
What do they do with them?
They put them in private zoos that they then charge visitors to come and see. They put them in private homes, people that want to have exotic pets in their house.
Someone has a gorilla in their house?
Oh, they do. Gorillas go for $500,000 or more. It is crazy gorilla that they catch in the wild. And the sad part about it is that to be able to catch that gorilla, and the same thing with chimpanzees, they have to kill the whole family because, they're very social and...
Baby apes being stolen for pets.
Yeah.
Little's being done to stop it.
Yeah.
$550,000 was the trade
gorillas.
ban for African great apes in China, Middle East, and Pakistan.
Yeah.
Wow. So they have to kill the whole family?
They kill the whole family, Joe. It's horrible. And the sad thing...
Why do they have to kill the whole family?
Because, for example, if baby chimps, you can't carry your live chimp, for example, because they're too dangerous. And so it's the Batwa pygmies. We did the whole chain of who hunts them, who kills them, who transports them, and then who buys them. And we started in the park with the Batwa pygmies. You had a guest that I remember when I was doing research for the story I listened to. Didn't you have a guest
Justin
here
Wren.
who talked? Yeah, who did
Fight
a story
for the
about
Forgotten.
that?
Yeah.
So the pygmies, they've sort of lost their home, which is the forest. The Congolese government says they can't be there, and they have no money and no schools and no education and nothing. Desperate situations. So these people come out and say, if you get us a baby chimp, we'll pay you $10. $10 for a baby chimp. And they go out, and the problem with baby chimps is that until they're 5 years old, they live at the hip of the mother, like always next to the mother. It's the way their family is. And so to be able to take and kidnap the child, they have to kill the whole family because the estimate, the average is like 10 chimps have to be killed in order to be able to take away one baby.
Because they'll attack?
Because they'll attack, yeah. They won't let you leave with a baby. Yeah, it's very, very sad. So we're talking to these guys who have done this.
How much of a market is there? Like how many are they trading?
There's lots being sold. So we then went online and did this whole investigation and found that it's actually super easy. There are people online that you can reach out to and they will get you a chimpanzee or a baby gorilla. It's crazy. And then they're transported in sometimes private planes to these places. And then, tourists in Dubai can take photos with little baby chimps.
Jesus Christ.
Or baby gorillas. Yeah.
I'm sure you know about that lady in Connecticut that had a full-grown chimpanzee in her home, and then her friend came over, and the chimp decided it didn't like her friend, so he ripped her face off, just tore her apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're ruthless.
They are. You shouldn't have one in your home.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And you're not going to stop them unless you shoot them. They're just so powerful. There's not a damn thing you can do to stop them from ripping your face off.
Right. Yeah. It's the Doc Antle of it all, Remember Doc Antle, Tiger King?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
A lot of them, it's basically people around the world wanting to be Doc Antle and having like a private safari that celebrities come to.
What a bizarre need. What a bizarre want. Have a bunch of locked up exotic primates in cages you can just stare at.
But also what a bizarre need it is that we want to take photos and selfies with tigers and apes. Like, why?
I went to a tiger sanctuary in Thailand with my family a few years back. And the beginning is kind of cool because the beginning you're around the kittens and the cubs are like super energetic, and they're jumping around and attacking things. These little tiny tigers, they're really cool. But it's just like, wow, and there's a lot of people in the room with to make sure that the tigers don't go crazy, and they're little.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a slightly larger tiger, and there's men with sticks, and you could sit there. There's like a picture of my daughter when she was 10. She's like sitting there smiling. She's sitting next to a tiger, a small tiger. It's like 40 pounds or something like that. Then when they get bigger, they're drugged. So these people go in the cage with this massive tiger, and the tiger is just like,
Yeah.
they're just all fucking heroined out, and these people take selfies. And it was so sad. I'm like, we have to leave. I'm so depressed.
Do you remember the name of that place?
I do not.
Because
It was in Chiang Mai.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really sad. And the babies are also taken from their mothers.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be handling baby cubs that young.
Yes.
All of it is bad.
Exactly. It's all bad. But it's just like, I didn't realize they were drugged. I thought they just fed them a lot and the tigers are cool. Nope. No, they're drugged. They're really drugged. Like, you see them, they're just like they don't move at all. They just lay around. So they just get these tigers hooked on heroin.
Is it heroin?
I mean, it must be. It must be some sort of an opiate. Something like that. Morphine, something.
Right.
Something that just conks them out.
Right.
Because they were just sitting there like nodding. And he's this massive, gorgeous apex predator. And it's all just so that people could take pictures with him.
And so you decided to leave?
Yeah, I'm like, no, we're not going there. I got weirded out when we got to the mid-size cats because I was like, that cat is a little dangerous. Even though it's only like 40 pounds, they're still a little sketchy. Like, this is a little weird. And I went in there and I was like, it seems like it's okay. Let's just take a picture real quick and let's get out of here. But then when you get to the big cats, it's like massive depression sets in. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's so terrible, yeah.
Because I'm just enamored with cats, especially tigers. I just think nature created like the most beautiful, terrifying thing. I mean, if a tiger wasn't real, it's right out of Avatar. I mean, with their insane colorations and their fangs and the way they can leap, their capabilities. I'm sure you've seen that video of the guy who's on the elephant and the tiger leaps through the grass and gets him while he's on the elephant. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. Because this guy is in India and he's on this elephant and he's riding this elephant and you see the grass move ahead of him and this tiger leaps like 15 feet in the air and slashes at this guy, and he's just lucky he got out of it with just getting cut up.
Oh my
Watch
God, that
this.
is a nightmare.
So the guy's on the elephant. Look at this cat.
Oh my God.
Look how it leaps. I mean, look at the size of this thing. But watch out, and he's all he's got is like a little stick.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
stop